Hey everyone, Orlando's here asking me for food. Hey everyone on TikTok, how are y'all doing? Let me go ahead and go live on Instagram, and we are cooking with Krys. Hey Instagram, hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. If you are new, hello, my name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer. I am a coupon strategy coach, and I'm here to help you save money and make money. And for tonight's live, I'm going to be sharing with you some side hustle tips. So I want you to let me know in the comments first where you're watching from. And second, so let me know where you're watching from. And then second, I want to know if you want to start a side hustle. So if you want to start a side hustle, just put yes in the chat so I can see. So tell me where you're watching from and then type yes in the chat if you want a side hustle. While I pull up my notes, this live is going to be juicy. So you're probably going to want to get some notes or something because I'm going to drop some serious gems for you guys tonight. So let me just get my notes and we are going to get started. Okay, so let me know where you're watching from. And if you want to start a side hustle, type yes in the comments if you want to start a side hustle. Okay. And when I say side hustle, I mean something that you are going to be creating from scratch. Uber Eats can be a side hustle, DoorDash can be a side hustle, but even with those things, you're still tethered and tied to someone else like giving you options. So when it comes to a side hustle, I'm thinking about something that you create yourself where you're in charge of your own destiny. So on TikTok, we have Tina from Louisiana, we have Yvonne from Jersey, and she says yes. We have a few friends joining us on Instagram. Hey, over here on YouTube and Facebook, we have Geraldine. We had Kaysen who says they are in Michigan and they want a side hustle. Super Twins is watching in Bowie and yes, they want a side hustle. Avon is in NYC and ready for the side hustle. So let me know down in the comments where you're watching from. And if you want a side hustle, type yes in the chat. So all week, basically for the rest of this month, I'm going to be talking to you guys all about side hustles, all about making money. I'm going to share my story with you guys, why my side hustle saved my life, why I started my side hustle. I'm also going to share with you on Thursday how I started my side hustle and then how I got fired from my 9 to 5 and said thank you and took my side hustle and turned it into my main hustle and how I've been doing that for the past 2 years. So I also posted a video on how I made $50,000 in my first full year of business. And I dropped in, how I did it and what I did. So I'll be covering all of that for the next 2 weeks. It is all about making money. Yes, I am a coupon strategy coach and I help you save money. But another one of my key skills is I can take the money that I save, flip it 2 to 3 times and turn it into income. And I also make a lot of money couponing. So I'm thinking about doing a video or a live stream of just like how I make money couponing. And then more importantly, like turning your passions into profits. You can literally monetize almost anything that you like. All right. Hey, the Shields. So we are sharing where we're watching from and we're sharing if we want to start a side hustle. You're just going to type yes in the chat. So that's going to bring me around to my first tip. So if you're ready for tip number 1, put a number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the comments if you are ready for tip number 1. Now, literally, when it comes to a side hustle, when it comes to making money, you can monetize anything. I seen one of my Facebook friends, literally, she started a laundry concierge service. She literally is picking up people's laundry, washing it, folding it for them, and dropping it off at their door. It's better than wash and fold because it's like Uber for your laundry. You put it outside, she picks it up, she washes it, she dries it, she folds it, and then she brings it back to you, right? Of course, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all of those things are concepts that we always wish, like, I wish I could order McDonald's and have it delivered. And boom, someone created that service. There is literally, I can't even think of everything because it's just so much. You can monetize anything and everything. So the first tip I have for you, when it comes to a side hustle, you have to choose something that you like or love. So tip number 1 is you have to choose something that at the very least you like, but I say you love it. And I'm going to tell you why. I have tried multiple side hustles in my short 31 years of living. I have done surveys. I have joined some interesting MLM. I've done internet marketing. I have started little side businesses myself. I have sold my stockpile. I have sold coaching services. I have sold digital products. So when it comes to a side hustle, all the things that I didn't like and love, things that I was doing, yo, I've been having a problem with my eyelashes, like trying to take me out. Things that I did just for money. And I'll give you an example. I was a sales recruiter in my 9 to 5, which I loved when I started, but then I fell out of love with it. And then I decided, oh, to make more money, let me recruit nurses. I decided to do the nurse recruiting because you can make anywhere from $500 to $10,000 for a nurse placement. So I was like, all right, if I could place like 2 or 3 people a month and make anywhere from 3 to 10 grand a month, like I'll do it. Did I love recruiting at that point in my life? Absolutely not. Did I want to recruit nurses? Absolutely not. I did it for the money. So what does that mean? I invested a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy. And when I did not see the return on my investment, I pieced out. I retreated. I did not keep going forward with that side hustle because it wasn't something that I loved. If you listen to any of the greats who started in whatever industry and now they're, the top of their field, if you listen to Oprah, if you listen to even like Kobe, God rest his soul, like when they started out, they had to work extra, extra, extra hard. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth things, like Steve Jobs and them, the first iterations of things did not pop off. Everything that you start is not going to go viral or make you $1 million overnight. So the reason why you need to like and love what you're doing is because even when you don't make money, even when you are losing money, even when you are spending the money from your 9 to 5 to support your side hustle until it gets to where it's going, you have got to love it. Because if you don't love it, if you don't like it, if it's not something that you want to do and you're doing it just for the money, you're going to quit real fast. You're going to quit real fast. So when I looked and I was like, I'm spending all this time, this energy, this money to recruit nurses, and I'm not making the placements that I want to make, I stopped putting all the energy in. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I literally closed the business and I was like, I don't want to do this because I didn't like it and I didn't love it. I was doing it for the money. My cat is like everywhere. I was literally doing it for the money. So my first tip when it comes to a side hustle, choose something that you like and you love. Debbie is in Tampa and she says yes. Cynthia says she's in Harrisburg, PA. And my cat is like taking on my blanket, y'all. I'm right under the air conditioner in my new office and it's freezing over here and my cat is like taking on my blanket. So that's tip number 1. Choose something that you like and love to do. Now, tip number 2, put a number 2 in the chat if you're ready for tip number 2. The other thing I'll say about tip number 1 is if you don't know what you want to do, there are things that you can do to help you figure out like what you're good at. And actually, I'm going to be hosting a workshop on August 28th. It's called Create Your Side Hustle. And the main takeaway that you're going to get from that workshop is what side hustle do you actually want to pursue? What is it that you want to do? Because we have a lot of likes, we have a lot of things. Maybe you're juggling a lot of balls and you're like, what is it that I should focus on? In this workshop, I have some exercises that are going to help you narrow down all your ideas into one thing that you're going to do. And from there, we're going to do tip number 2, which literally is you're going to start with one product or service. Let me know in the comments if you're someone who has 5 side hustles, you're trying to sell 10 different things, and none of it's working. Or maybe you have 10 side hustle ideas and you have no idea where to start. When you are starting out, you need one product or one service. Let me give you an example. My first side hustle that I was serious about, that I was consistent with, was my YouTube channel. I made almost $20,000 my first full year on YouTube. Almost $20,000. I don't want to lie to y'all. So let me just pull up the analytics. I'm 99% sure it was almost $20,000. But I'm going to pull up 2019. Let's see, custom, and I'm going to see exactly how much I made. When I tell you that I was so consistent with that one product, I didn't do anything else because I wanted to focus on my YouTube channel. Okay. Now, did I post to Instagram? Yes. But I wasn't going live on Instagram like I'm live right now on all the places. I literally focused just on my YouTube channel. I focused on getting 7 to 10 videos up. I focused on answering the comments. I focused on making sure that my YouTube channel was looking great as best as possible, right? You have got to do the first thing great. Okay? Let's see, apply. All right. I did make almost 20,000, but specifically in that first year, I made $14,599. I don't think that's bad for a side hustle. That's over $1,000 per month for the whole year in 2019. I ain't gonna argue with that. So I made 14,000, but that was just from YouTube. That wasn't from any PayPal earnings and anything like that. So just from YouTube alone, I made about almost 15,000, and then between PayPal and other stuff I did, that's where I got to the 20,000. Okay, but anywho, you want to choose that first product or service and sell that one thing, right? So if you want to sell candles, you just need to sell candles. Like, I'll give you guys another example. My sister, she started like some body scrubs and body butters. So it was like, she had bath bombs, she had body scrubs. She had 2 products, okay? But those were the 2 main products. And then what she realized is people weren't buying the bath bombs. So she stopped selling and promoting the bath bombs, and all she did was the scrubs. She got more sales and she made more money because she was focusing on one product. Now, once that first product or service gets really good, then you can excel. Once I had my YouTube channel, my next biggest product or service was my membership, the Money Saving Academy. And that's for you if you're looking to save up to $300 every single month on your groceries and your household bills. I teach you how to shop with a purpose, right? And save that extra money in the membership. That has been like my main focus. All roads lead to the Money Saving Academy. So everything that I do when it comes to it is the Money Saving Academy. But my YouTube channel is flowing on autopilot. And now I'm working on building up my TikTok, right? I can do that because my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Money Saving Academy, I have team members, a team of 3 people that help me with that. But when you are a side hustler and it's just you need to pick one thing and focus on it. Give yourself 3 to 6 months to make it great, to make tweaks, to update, to change, right? To get that one product making money. There's like 2 women I've seen. I seen one woman, I want to say she made, Danielle Leslie, she made $1 million from her one course. All she sells is the one course. She might sell one-on-ones in the back end, but she made $1 million off like a couple $1,000 course. But she perfected that course because the course that we see today is not the same course that she started 3 years ago. She had a first iteration. She did it. And as people went through it, it got better and better and better. And now 3 years later, she's still selling that one product, but that one product is so good. Does that make sense? So pick your one product or service. That is also the second thing we are going to cover in the workshop that I'm having on August 28th. It's called Create Your Side Hustle Workshop. It is a 4-hour workshop, and I'm going to help you determine what your side hustle idea is, and I'm going to help you pick your first product or service. So let me know down in the comments when it comes to your side hustle. Do you think you want a product-based business like selling something physical, or do you want a service-based business like an ebook, a course, a one-to-one service, a membership community? What do you want, a product or a service? Let me know down in the comments if you a product or service for your side hustle. Let me look at some of these comments. Lisa says she's ready. Hey, Lisa. Super Twin says, I'm definitely the latter. I'm all over the place with my creativity and I just need some targeted direction. Super Twins, I would love to help you in the workshop. If you want to sign up for the workshop, it's August 28th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to my website right now, krysthemaximizer.com, and sign up. It is $39 for this 4-hour workshop, and you will leave with your side hustle idea, your first product or service, the price of your first product or service, as well as a time management plan for you to actually put it all together and make the money. So I'm really, really, really excited for the workshop. And I'm going to start tomorrow. I'll have the names of the women who've already signed up because a bunch of you have already signed up. And I'm going to get everybody's name up on a sticky note. Okay? All right, service. I'm all signed up. Can't wait. Yay! I'm so excited to have you. And she said service-based. Okay. Hey, Kentucky Nana, how you doing today? All right. So that was tip number 2. So tip number 1 is choose something you like and you love. Tip number 2 is to start with one product or service. Tip number 3. Are you ready for tip number 3? Put a 3 in the chat if you're ready for tip number 3 when it comes to your side hustle. Tip number 3. Are you ready? Oh, and the other thing I want to let you know is on Thursday, August 19th, it is my 3-year YouTube anniversary, my 2-year anniversary of my business. We are having a live party here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, August 19th. Show up. You're going to want to be there. I'm going to be talking all the things. So mark your calendars for Thursday at 8, okay? Got to run to CVS. Okay, enjoy CVS. All right, so tip number 3, you got to set a money goal every month. You have got to set a money goal every single month. Your money goal could be $50. Your money goal could be $100. But once your product or your service is created and you know what you're going to be doing, within the next 30 days, you need to be generating income some way, somehow. You need an income goal. An income goal will allow you to actually put the work in. Because if you're like, I want to make $100 this month and your products are $20, that means you need to sell 5 products to get to $100. So what are you going to do to make that $100? What are you going to do to sell those 5 products? The goal will motivate you to get the work done, to get the results that you desire. Okay. So you need to set a money goal every single month. I set weekly goals, I set monthly goals, I set quarterly goals, and I set yearly goals. So I have my yearly goal broken down into quarters, broken down into months. And then, like, if my goal for the month is $8,000, then I know that I need to make $2,000 a week. And then I reverse engineer from there. So you need to set a money goal. If you don't have a goal, how do you know where you're going? And then, yes, we all want to make $1 million. But before we get to that million, first you got to make your first 100. Then you got to make your first 1,000. Then you got to make your first 10,000. Then you have to make your first 100,000. And then we can get to the million. But we have got to start. And it's okay to start small. You can say, Crystal, my goal is just to sell one thing a week. Great. Do the math and tell me what that money goal is. You have got to set a money goal in order to know where you're going, right? We can't just say we want a successful side hustle. We want to turn our side hustle into our full-time job. A lot of us want to do that, but you need to be concrete in what you want in order to get to where you want to go, okay? So set a strong money goal each month so that way you have something to work towards, all right? So if you're ready for tip number 4, type 4 in the chat. If you're ready for tip number 4, put a number 4 in the chat. I'm hyped up. I'm excited. And literally all I'm drinking is water. When I tell you I'm only drinking water, but I am so amped up right now. And then I have a call. I actually have a 6-month group coaching program called the Money Makers Academy. And I have a call with them like right after this at 8 o'clock. So they're going to get like a super riled up Crystal. I hope they're ready for me. And we're going to be planning content tonight. So I'm really excited for that. All right. So tip number 4, when it comes to a side hustle, this is something I had to do when I had a 9-to-5. So when I started my YouTube channel, I had a 9-to-5 job. And I was working about anywhere from 40 to 55 hours per week. I was a sales recruiter. So I worked in the office. And then if I didn't meet my numbers, they expected me to work from home. So I would bring my work home a lot with me. But once I started my YouTube channel, I was like, I'm not bringing my work home with me anymore. Because tip number 4, if you don't remember anything else, remember this. Your side hustle deserves a minimum of 1 hour per day of your time. And yes, that is 7 days a week. When you are in side hustle mode, Saturdays and Sundays, or whatever your days off are, you should be trying to devote a little bit more. Now, if you want to take 1 full day off and use the other day to rack up your side hustle, great. But I think at the bare minimum, you owe yourself an hour a day. So as you're starting out, you may not have your product or service yet, but that hour could be research. That hour could be looking up products. That hour could be outlining your ebook. That hour could be filming videos. That hour could be posting to your Instagram. That hour could be setting up your website, setting up your Instagram, setting up your YouTube. An hour per day to your side hustle. That's 7 hours a week. We give these 9-to-5 jobs 8 hours of our day plus commute time if you have to commute. So if you can give a job 40 to 50 hours per week, why can't you give yourself 7 to 10 hours a week to work on something that you love that's going to bring you more money? You owe yourself a minimum of an hour a day. You can wake up an hour early. You can go to bed an hour later. You can utilize your lunch breaks. You can reallocate some of that time you got scrolling on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and put that into your side hustle. 1 hour a day minimum. You owe it to yourself. I would sit at work and I would be like, I'm giving these people 8 to 10 hours of my day every single day. I have got to muster the energy, the courage, and the motivation to do this for myself. There's no way. Because if I ever want to leave this place, I have got to start something or turn off the TV. Yes, turn it off. Turn off. I didn't watch TV for months. Okay. I would catch up on my shows. So I would have like a day where I would sit and I would binge watch my shows. I would record all my shows. And then on Friday nights, that would be my time where I'm like, all right, Friday nights, I didn't work as much because on Sundays, I would work the whole day. So Friday nights, I would relax. Saturdays would be with Kinsley. Sundays, I literally worked the whole day. I would go to CVS. I would go to Walgreens. I would edit, upload videos. I would respond to comments. I would do so much on Sundays, but it made up for it. But during that week, Monday through Friday, you best believe I gave myself an hour. I would eat on my lunch breaks. I would be doing breakdowns for YouTube on my lunch breaks. And I could take an hour lunch. So my lunch break was all like probably like 10 to 15 minutes of eating and then like 40 minutes of working on whatever I wanted to work on. I would go to my car and work, you know? So like sometimes I would leave the campus and just go somewhere and get some stuff done. All right. Sometimes I would leave and go shopping and record a video on my lunch break. You owe it to yourself to give yourself an hour a day. Hey, Sandy, how are you? She says, sure, they are ready. Yes. Hey, Sandy, thanks for joining us live. So literally, give yourself that hour a day. Carve it out in your schedule. And last night in the Money Saving Academy, I said something and I was like, oh, I like that. Whatever is important to you, you will make time for. If it's important to you, you will make time for it. We went over time management and a little bit of self-care last night on accident. And that really stuck out for me too. It's like, if it's important to you, you will make time for it. You will make sure that it gets done. So you have got to make yourself and your goals a priority. Because if you're like, I want to leave my job in the next year, not working on your side hustle is not going to allow you to leave your job in the next year. And that's just me being honest. You've got to put the work in. So when I got fired from my 9 to 5, I had something that I could step fully into because I had been doing the work for 8 months at that time. Well, more than 8 months, because I started my YouTube channel a year. What am I talking about? A year I had been running the YouTube channel, a full year. I had had my membership for about 4 months, and I was working on a course that I actually launched in September, right? And I made like my first $1,000 on a course, and I was just like, oh, someone paid me for my information. But literally, I had been working and putting in that work for a whole year. So when I got fired, I was like, okay, I just need to double down and triple down on what I've already been doing, grow this membership into something and sell this course. And I just did what I was already doing full time. And it manifested into where you see me today, 2 years later, running my own, coaching business and helping people with their money. I love it so much. And I'll talk to you more about that on Thursday. But the point of this is give yourself that hour a day, do all the work so that you can be prepared. You know, when they say if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. Stay ready with your side hustle. You never know. You never freaking know. All right. If you're ready for tip number 5, put a 5 in the chat. If you're ready for tip number 5, put a 5 in the chat. If you're like, Crystal, I love these tips. I need help starting my side hustle. Crystal, I really want to work with you. You need to get in the Create Your Side Hustle workshop. It is August 28th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a side hustle Saturday, and I'm going to be covering 3 main things. 1, I'm going to be helping you decide your side hustle. 2, I'm going to be helping you choose your first product or service. And 3rd, I'm going to be helping you price that product or service, because pricing is always an issue when it comes to you starting something new. So you're going to leave there with your side hustle, with your product or service, and with the price of that product or service. And then you're going to have a little bit of a time management plan so you can figure out where you can fit that 1 hour a day into your schedule. All right. Okay. So go to KrysTheMaximizer.com to sign up for this workshop. This workshop comes with pre-work. There's like 3 or 4 pre-work questions that you have to complete before the workshop. And then there's going to be a workbook that you're going to get like a day before. and there's going to be actual work happening on this workshop. So if you need a babysitter, get a babysitter. If you need to leave the house, go to a separate room. You're going to need to do that. There will be a couple breaks included, but you got to put your full attention on. Bring a notebook or a Google Doc with you, because you're actually going to be doing work. This isn't just, oh, sit back and listen to Crystal. This is pull out your pen and paper and get done. Okay, you're going to leave with a plan as long as you do the work. All right, I'm going to help you, but you got to do the work. Oh, thank you, Geraldine. She says Crystal is an excellent coach. Thank you. Super Twin says, loving these tips. So tip number 5 is one that it took me a little while to really embody. And then even as a full-time business owner, it's taken me these 2 years to really like, okay, you're in charge. You're in charge of your side hustle. If you have a business, you are fully in charge. No one is puppeteering you. There's no one to tell you what to do. You are telling yourself what to do. Okay? So tip number 5 is to be flexible and make tweaks. So what I mean by be flexible is, yes, you need to work on your side hustle for an hour a day, but it doesn't need to be 1 hour altogether. If life happens and you miss a day of your side hustle, it's okay. You just got to make that up. Because if you're really, really, really invested in this and you really, really, really want to see a change, you have got to put the work in and you have got to set the boundaries for yourself. So boundaries with flexibility. And when I say make tweaks, when you first develop your first product or service, that is not going to be, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the one that probably makes you the $1 million. You're going to need to tweak it. So the Money Saving Academy started as a $5 membership on Patreon in April of 2019. And now it is a $32 membership community that has a community manager who manages it. Like, I don't even do all the day-to-day work anymore. I hired someone to manage it. You get what I'm saying? So over the past 2 years, this membership academy has changed and grown and updated, and I allowed myself the opportunity to like tweak it. Okay? I allowed myself the opportunity to tweak it. And along with being flexible, I had to set like those boundaries for myself. Bare minimum, I need to be working on my side hustle 7 to 10 hours per week. So if that means on Mondays and Tuesdays, I don't work on my side hustle, but on Saturday, I do a 4-hour shift. On Sunday, I do a 4-hour shift. Perfect. But you've got to add that time into your schedule and be flexible with yourself in order to get to where you want to go. All right? You've got to have a plan. And in the Create Your Side Hustle workshop, I'm going to show you how to create that time management plan so you can get it done. And if you can't get it all done in the time that you allotted, right? So say I work 7 to 10 hours and I didn't get everything done. First, I'm going to celebrate that I worked the 7 to 10 hours I told myself. Second, I'm going to give myself grace, be flexible, and say, you know what, Crystal, you checked off 8 out of 10 things from your weekly to-do list. 8 out of 10 is better than the 0 out of 10 it could have been. And I've made so much more progress. I'm going to celebrate that. And then next week, I'm going to tweak it. If it looks like I can only get 7 to 8 tasks done in a week because of my job or because of my family, the next week, I won't put 10 down. I'll put 6 to 7, and then I can get them all done within that week. Okay? Now I'm going to take your questions. If you have any questions about the 5 tips that I just shared, or if you have any questions about the side hustle workshop that I'm hosting on August 28th, please drop your questions now. I am the person who answers all your questions. So please drop your questions. I would love to answer them. Chosen Style says, love it. Thank you. Phenomenal One says, great tips. You're so welcome. Hey, is it Shyby Loves 05? Hey. So if you want to sign up for the workshop, just go to KrysTheMaximizer.com and click on August 28th workshop. It is $39 for this 4-hour workshop. And you are going to leave with your side hustle idea, your first product or service, the price of your first product or service, and a time management plan to help you fit your side hustle time into your life. Crystal Blackamore, hey girl, just coming in, once signed up, when should we expect to receive the material needed before the workshop? You should have received it in your confirmation email. Did you get the confirmation email that says, thank you so much for signing up? The questions are in that email. So in that first email, there are the questions, okay? Oh, it looks like not everyone got it. Okay, I will make sure we resend out that email. Let me see. Oh, I see. It's not working. Okay, I'm going to send out the confirmation email first thing tomorrow, okay? Apologies. Oh, shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. I will make sure we get that sent out. Apologies. I really apologize. Thank you, Crystal, for letting me know that because technology does not always work the way that we want it to work. So I'm going to put that on my to-do list right now. I'm so sorry that you guys didn't get that. Technology, you set stuff up and then it doesn't work. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna check on that as soon as we're off of this live, and then tomorrow you guys will get that confirmation email, and in the confirmation email there are 3 questions that you will answer. What systems do we need? Chosen styles, can you be a little bit more specific? What systems do you need for what? For the workshop, you just need a Zoom account because we are going to, hey Pre, we are going to be doing the live via Zoom, but you don't need any other systems. If you mean systems for your side hustle, I cover that inside the Money Makers Academy, which is my 6-month group coaching program that's going to be happening. Excuse me. It's going to be opening up in September. So that's where I really go into detail with everything you need to build out the side hustle. Is the link in the Academy group? Nope, the link is not there, Lydia, but it's right here. If you just go to KrysTheMaximizer.com and click on the August 28th workshop, you can sign up. It's right there. Let me know if that answers your question. Chosen styles, if you would like to do like a discovery call to see if the workshop or the academy is good for you or better for you, just shoot me a DM and we can set up a time to chat. Perfect. Thank you, Crystal. Shauna, my husband and I started a side hustle making Christian t-shirts and custom t-shirts. Can you help with scaling it up? Inside the Money Makers Academy, yes, Shauna. So I would love to book a discovery call with you. So if you could go to KrysTheMaximizer.com and click on contact, please put in an inquiry. I can get you on the wait list for the Money Makers Academy, and we can do a discovery call and we can see how we can work together. That 6-month program starts in September. So I have a limited spots available. 3 or 4 of our spots are already taken. So if that sounds like something, or you want to chat with me to see if it's something that could work for you guys, go to my website, KrysTheMaximizer.com, click on contact me, fill out a form, and we can schedule a discovery call like this week to talk to see if working together can help you. But I would love to help you with your t-shirt business. I've helped product-based businesses and service-based businesses. Right now, I'm coaching my mother and my aunt as they create a kind of like a catering service, but they're selling food. So I've been coaching them through it. What other questions do we have? Those are really great questions. Really great questions. My laptop's about to die. I have to figure out the lighting in my new office because the sun is starting to go down, and I need like a bigger, better ring light because I feel like I look kind of dark. What questions do we have, my friends? Questions. Go sign up for the workshop. Everyone who's joined, I'm gonna put you guys up on the wall tomorrow. Okay. No questions. If you guys don't have any questions, say no questions. No questions, and we can go. I would love to see all of you inside the workshop. But before the workshop, I'm going to be hosting another live on Thursday. We are having a anniversary party because I'm going to celebrate 3 years on YouTube, and I'm going to celebrate 2 years in my business. And I'm just super duper like excited, y'all, and grateful to talk with you guys a little bit more and share my story. Okay. No questions. No questions at this time. All right. No questions. I'm just trying to get this email out. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate your guys' help. All right. So I need to figure out why this automation isn't working. All right. So I'm going to get you guys the confirmation email for everybody who signed up. If you don't have any questions, great. If you have questions, shoot me a DM or send me an email. It was so nice chatting with you guys. I'll see you guys Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And other than that, y'all have a good night and happy side hustling. Actually, did you start out with a vision board or something similar? No. When I started this YouTube channel, I did not start with a vision board. It actually started on a whim, and I'll talk more about that on Thursday. But I have made a vision board since then, but I've literally only made one. I made a 2019 vision board. It's actually right here, and I've still been using it. Do you do social media training? So, not specifically, but I do content planning and I talk about building your social media, but I don't have like a specific, this is what you do to blow up your social media. I don't have anything specific like that. But I do talk about how your social media helps you get clients because that's honestly the only way that I've been getting clients is social media. So, hopefully that helps. Now I need to figure out why nobody's there. You're so welcome. I'm going to go now for real this time, and y'all have a good night. Bye. Oh, I thought I ended it and I didn't.